Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Time is but a window. Now, recently Krimz had an absolutely historic performance, dropping 47 kills against MIBR, 44 in regulation. This broke the record for the most kills in regulation of any competitive LAN game. In regulation means in 30 rounds or less. So in this game, we're going to take a look at those kills and talk about what he did to have such a spectacular game. And I want to apologize if my voice sounds a bit nasally. I am currently sick as I'm recording this. And without further ado, here is the pistol round. Now during the pistol round, the A site and of course long became compromised. So Krimz decided to push himself into this corner to make it so the terrorist would have to peek out into him. After getting those first two kills, he immediately repositions over towards pit. This makes it harder for the guy at long to attack him. You can see how awkward this fight becomes, and he turns away from his opponent to reload his pistol. This makes it far more difficult for his opponent to shoot him in the head. After reloading, he takes the fights and tries to dodge as best as he can. If he can stay alive longer, it gives his teammate more time to get behind these guys. Now keep in mind, he ended that round with 1 HP. And while throughout this game he shows off some incredible intelligence and some great mechanical aim, the one thing you just won't be able to replicate is the luck factor. On the next round, Krimz plays middle with an M4 and gets smoked off. Meanwhile, his teammate comes down to mid to watch it and counter smokes mid. This forces the terrorists to waste their utility, after which they try to push out without utility and get absolutely annihilated. On the next round, Krimz takes long control, falls back and throws a molly onto Cat. This allows him one easy kill as well as positioning in the site. The next couple of kills are just great aiming mechanics. Now on this round, despite the terrorists buying up, the counter-terrorists decide not to. Keep in mind, at this point, none of the counter-terrorists have died outside of pistol round. So they decide to continue to try to build their economy and go for an aggressive, cheeky play, which is basically Krimz pushing up Cat with the only M4 on the team. As you can see, this gamble pays off for the counter-terrorists, and now they have tons of money. On the next round, they note the terrorists are back on another eco round, and they're pushing up Catwalk, so he decides to push up mid quick. Now after the scout misses his shot, he has no chance of holding Catwalk anymore, so he has to give it up. This allows Krimz to quickly flank the terrorists on Cat. Now one of the big factors in why he was able to get so many kills is the role that he's playing. This allows him to freely move around the map and go into impact position. On this round alone, he plays over at long, plays middle, and then plays B. Sadly, this time he predicts wrong and they take the A site, but he is still able to pick up an exit kill. Here he's forced to give up long after his teammates get picked off and he has to hold Catwalk. Next, he gets a boost up from his teammate, takes control of Cat to make sure that nobody's there, and then plays from Catwalk. Instead of re-peeking for the third guy, he decides to reposition and retake from long. This allows the terrorist to plant the bomb and win the round, but it was still some pretty amazing shots. On the next round, the terrorists have taken the B site. He uses a clever little jumping molly here to limit the locations he has to check out. Then he peeks from an off angle as his teammates push in through the door, limiting the angles that terrorist over by double box can peek out from. On the next round, he makes his way up towards Catwalk, winning a straight-up gunfight. Then makes his way back over towards long to assist his teammates and cleans up the last kill. On the next round, the terrorists take long fast, and Krimz is over here watching Catwalk to make sure it's not a split. You can see he throws off the molly just as his teammate calls out that they're pushing up long so that he can block off anyone trying to push up behind him. This allows Krimz to turn around and help his teammates as the terrorists try to cross long. After that, we can see he's boosted up quickly for a quick aggressive play on Catwalk. Spots out the first terrorist before getting blinded and able to take him down with a quick spray, falls back and mollies off Cat to prevent a farther push on him. His teammate regroups with him and they go with a flash peek to see see if they can clear catwalk, and he goes down. Another quick cat push allows him to get positioning to take out the guys in lower. Sadly, he can't quite get on target and goes down. The next round is an eco round, in fact the first eco round for the counter-terrorists. And what can I really say here other than Krimz becomes a deagle god. So of course the terrorists do the only logical thing and go plant the bomb at the other site. Krimz tries to gather a couple exit kills but doesn't quite work out for him. On this next round, Krimz plays catwalk with a scout. And I know you're probably wondering why he would do that. That's because he wanted to buy his teammate an AWP. That is just his role on the team. He does whatever his teammates need him to do. Eventually they go for a B take, his teammate goes down, he recollects that AWP. This is one of those moments that luck factor gets involved. And the final round of the CT side, he tries to go for a long take, they flash out and he gets picked. But this does allow his teammate to get the trade kill and gives him a chance at the round. But it still doesn't go their way. Even still, at this point in the game, he's already got 24 kills. That's 24 kills in the first half. On to the pistol round, it looks like it's a pretty standard A take as Krimz comes up long. More than anything else, this is just some really nice aim by Krimz. Now despite losing pistol, since they did plant the bomb, they decided to at least force up. Krimz tries to take the peak first since he has the best long-range gun aside from the scout. And despite him dying, they do manage to win the round. On the next round, Krimz holds middle in case of mid or cat aggression. Meanwhile, his teammates take long, and as they're taking long, look at his positioning here. This allows him to watch the long flank, but pivot if he needs to help his teammates. And now he's gonna have to help his teammates enter the site. On the next round, they start pushing up long, and he takes the point. Just a really nice flick shot over to that guy by car. And that is CSGO in a nutshell. Here we can see he's taking second entry over here at the B site. Notice how he jiggle peeked the first time but didn't fire. That's because he still was moving and he was just trying to bait out the shot originally. Once he realized the enemy wasn't looking towards him, he peeked back out and was able to get the kill. On this next round, he helps his teammates take catwalk. He doesn't really get any kills on this round, so I'm just going to skip over it and move on to the next one. On the next round, he tries to push down middle and gets picked. After that, he tries to go for a B take and gets sprayed down through the smoke. As you can see, this is where MIBR mounts their comeback. Now with economic issues, he goes for a full save and goes for a catwalk run. Keep in mind, his teammates did have some utility, and that is why that guy he killed was flashed. This time he goes to assist his teammate on a long take here. As you can see, here's where some of the luck factor comes out again. He does spray the common angle, but he sprays it a bit later than usual and still able to get that kill. After that, he repositions back over towards T-spawn to see if anyone's going to push up middle. Now they decide to go for the A take, but his teammate goes down that's at A. Once he gets across and plants the bomb, his teammate goes down and he finds himself in a 2v1. So what he wants to do here is isolate one of them and try to take them down quickly. But it doesn't work out for him at first, and instead he has to hit this crazy shot onto Taco and then puts himself into a 1v1. Now he can try to play it smart now that he's in the 1v1. He can push up over there towards the bomb plant spot, play behind quad, or make his way towards catwalk. But keep in mind, the bomb is specifically planted for quad. Now while they did plant the bomb, they don't have that much money, so they decide to go for a light half buy and go for a B run. I want to go back to the beginning of that execute. Notice as he's coming in, that other smoke pops, allowing him to get past the first counter-terrorist and tackle the guy in the back. And while they don't win the round, they do get plenty of economy from that plant, which leads us to the next round where they go for a mid-take. As you can see here, he spots out the CT a little bit as he tries to slide back into the smoke and just kind of sprays him down through the smoke. Now his teammate goes down with the bomb at long, so he needs to reposition here, but he knows that the B site is open and people can flank through. He holds middle as he tries to regroup with his teammate but gets peeked and goes down. On the next round, they're setting up for a long A take when some mid aggression catches them off guard. Eventually, he works his way through lower B tunnels up towards Catwalk as his teammate takes the long A control. This allows him to get into the site and plant the bomb. Notice that he's planting the bomb for his teammate at long. Again, notice the dodging maneuver right here when he gets caught off guard. While he still does get picked off, it allows him to avoid quite a bit of damage. Meanwhile, as I said, the bomb is planted for long and his teammate's long with an AWP. Looks like it's time for another B take. Now at the beginning of this round, they don't really have any long control, which allows one CT to sneak up. So to retake the long doors, Krimz has his teammate flash for him and he peeks in. Now they redirect and try to go for the B take. It doesn't pay off, and this game inevitably goes to overtime, but he's already got 44 kills. Now in overtime he only really gets 3 kills, but this one was one of the most notable. Nice little no-scope through the smoke there, and he is able to plant the bomb, but sadly that's all he's really able to do this round. On the next round, him and his teammates have a nice long A execute, and they are able to plant that bomb. But Krimz gets picked, trying to make his way back over towards long. That doesn't prevent them from getting their first round, though. On the next round, they go for their standard B rush execute. As you can see, he's a little bit more hesitant to push into the site like he did with the MAC-10, and that gives Fur a little bit too much time to adjust to the flash and get around the smoke. On to the CT side. As you can see, he's doing pretty much the same thing he was doing on the CT side before overtime. After helping his teammates get long control, he rotates back over here towards mid, but they execute over at the B site. This time, instead of mollying off the back of the site, limiting position, he actually smokes off tunnels. Now this should prevent any of the terrorists from being able to hide in tunnels. And because of this, Fallen has to play outside of the tunnel and gets picked off by Krimz. On this round, the terrorists go for a mid-execute, and Krimz does everything he can to make it as difficult on them as possible, even though he's smoked off. But what they don't realize until too late is this allowed someone to sneak onto the A site. And this gives MIBR the final round they need to win the game. At the end of the day, Krimz played out of his mind, but it just wasn't enough to win the game. I can't even imagine how frustrating that loss must have been for him. He also made dropping that many kills look so easy, as if it was just effortless for him, so congratulations to him. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and as always, have a great day.